where we say for my country, even pastor, they say he repitalized 14-year-old girl. But now police, the talk say, allegedly, the man give police 3 million naira to cover up the case. Make I kneel down, beg una. I beg, please. The justice system in Israel. The courts, I beg, suspend, pardon, forgive, and forget our Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu. After the reggae, play the blues. Na-na-na-na-na-na. Na 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 na. Every Nigerian sabi that song, and I know so. I know sabi why they sing am. Before Israel-Iran war, Prime Minister of Israel, we una dey see am so for screen, they give speech or address, be they undergo trial. Hey. But after this war, President Trump talk say, Israel, what are going? Wetin dey do now? Why una still wan prosecute person wey don give una victory over Iran? Una no dey forgive things. We sabi say here for Israel, it no matter who you be, even if you be president. After all, when I come Israel newly, 2010, 2011, the president, former president of Israel was prosecuted. They send the man go jail. Say what him do? Say him be repitalized girl when him in their office. Then send the man go jail. You must serve your time. Where we say for my country, even pastor, they say he repitalized 14-year-old girl. But now police, the talk say allegedly the man give police 3 million naira to cover up the case. Then imagine if na governor, imagine if na senator, not to even talk of ministers and presidents. Then na feel say our country will work. You see this country why they so? If law no work elsewhere, law they work here. Even though say maybe because in our prime minister, they delay the cases, they adjourn the cases, and of course, I say as the prime minister, the lawyers where you will get. If they talk say Tinubu been bring 100 lawyers come when him been one defend in winning for INEC election. Imagine how many lawyers this one will get. Even if he get 1 or 2 lawyers, the lawyers say you no fit pay for them. So, anyways, Netanyahu was undergoing trial. I will read the trial given now. But Donald Trump talks say wetin dey do una Israel. The courts of Israel, what is wrong with you? Person wey give una victory over Iran. Now una still want prosecute Abba. Una no fit just forgive and forget. Can't you just pardon? The Guardian reported, Trump calls for Netanyahu corruption trial to be cancelled. However, I go read from Times of Israel because I don't already tell una say news where they come out here from Israel. It's better I use Israeli sources as my source. So the Times of Israel reads, Trump demands end to Netanyahu's graft trial. U.S. saved Israel, now is going to save Bibi. Bibi na short for Benjamin. Understand? But anyways, before I read Waiting Times of Israel get to report about this, I want show now what the trial is all about and why Benjamin Netanyahu was going through trial or is going through trial or will be going through trial if it is not dropped. Trial of Benjamin Netanyahu. The trial of Benjamin Netanyahu, also known as the Netanyahu Elovich Moses trial or the publisher's trial, began following investigations into allegations of bribery, fraud, and breach of trust by him and close political allies within his inner circle during his 4th and 5th terms as Israel's prime minister. The Israel police began, Israel police began investigating Netanyahu in December 2016 and subsequently recommended indictments against him. You see, from 2016. No be EFCC, na police. Imagine, just think of this thing where I just read give you now. Imagine Nigerian police, they investigate President Tinubu. In which world where that one fit happen? Impossible country where laws they work. So Times of Israel reads, fresh off striking Iranian nuclear facilities together with Israel, US President Donald Trump on Thursday demanded the end of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's ongoing criminal trial. Breaking news. I was shocked to hear that the state of Israel, which has just had one of its greatest moments in history and is strongly led by Bibi Netanyahu, is continuing its ridiculous witch hunt against their great wartime prime minister. That is directly from Donald Trump. That's not why you see in quotes. He said that. Trump wrote, or he wrote that. Trump wrote in a lengthy post in Truth Social. The unprecedented intervention in the Israeli justice system by an American president came as the cross-examination of Netanyahu, which began earlier this month, was due to resume after being halted while courts went on emergency footing amid the war with Iran, with only urgent proceedings taking place. As in, they've been put them on hold. Finish your war, you will come back, come answer us. The US president said that he and Netanyahu just went through hell together, fighting a very tough and brilliant longtime enemy of Israel, Iran, and Bibi could not have been better, sharper, or stronger in his love for the incredible Holy Land. Anybody else would have suffered losses, embarrassment, and chaos. Bibi Netanyahu was a warrior like perhaps no other warrior in the history of Israel. Boy. David was a warrior. I mean, King David. I don't know which one you can put history of Israel. Are you going back to the Bible history or just from when they got independence? Even if from independence, Israel had so many warriors. But anyways, let's move on. The result was something that nobody thought was possible, a complete elimination of potentially one of the biggest and most powerful nuclear weapons anywhere in the world, and it was going to happen soon. We were fighting literally for the survival of Israel, and there is nobody in Israel's history that fought harder or more competently than Bibi Netanyahu. It reads, Trump denounced the case against Netanyahu as politically motivated, saying the prime minister has gone through a horror show since the trial began in 2020. Such a witch hunt for a man who has given so much is unthinkable to me, said Trump, echoing both Netanyahu's rhetoric about the trial and his own regarding the criminal cases and legal challenges he has faced. Bibi Netanyahu's trial should be cancelled immediately, or a pardon given to a great hero who has done so much for the state, Trump continued. It was the United States of America that saved Israel, and now it is going to be the United States of America that saves Bibi Netanyahu. This travesty of justice cannot be allowed, he concluded. There was no immediate comment from Netanyahu on Trump's statement. A spokesman for the Prime Minister's Likud party shared a Hebrew translation of it on X. Netanyahu is on trial in 3 corruption cases. He faces charges of fraud and breach of trust in case 1000 and case 2000, and charges of bribery as well as fraud and breach of trust in case 4000. In case 1000, he is charged with fraud and breach of trust surrounding allegations that he and his wife, Sarah, received expensive gifts illicitly from Hollywood media mogul Arnon Milchan worth some 700,000 shekels, and that Netanyahu violated conflict of interest laws when he provided Milchan with assistance in renewing his long-term U.S. residency visa and sought to help him with tax issues. In case 2000, the Prime Minister is accused of fraud and breach of trust over his alleged attempt to reach a quid pro quo agreement with the publisher of the Yediot Aharonot newspaper, Arnon Moses, whereby Yediot would give the Prime Minister more positive media coverage in exchange for legislation weakening its key rival, the Israel Hayom free sheet. You know what that mean? As in, somehow in my own layman's translation, as in, you give this newspaper money so that Ingo they make cover news where go favor you. Does that ring a bell? In some countries? Anyways, let's move ahead. Case 4000, also known as the Bezek Wala case, is the most serious case the Prime Minister faces, in which he is accused of authorizing regulatory decisions that financially benefited Bezek, telecommunications giant shareholder Shaul Elovich, by hundreds of millions of shekels. In return, Netanyahu allegedly received favorable media coverage from the Wala news site, which Elovich also owned. Netanyahu denies any wrongdoing and says all the charges were fabricated in a political coup led by the police and state prosecution agencies contributed to this report. Now think of this. Netanyahu talks a political coup led by the police and state prosecution. Now thinking about my country, can a police even dare say you want investigate even governor? Maybe we don't even talk of president. Police talk say you want, as in Nigerian police say they want investigate senator, even councillor, local government chairman, not to talk of the prime minister, in our case the president. Now I've been mentioned Bezek and I've been mentioned one other company, Wala company, where this thing they involved. First of all, let's know what or who or waiting the Wala communication, Wala where, they involved for this case, or where, put Netanyahu for this Wala. Wala Communications Limited is an Israeli internet company headquartered in Tel Aviv and is fully owned by the Jerusalem Post. Until 2020, it was fully owned by Bezek. You see, before it was owned by Bezek. Wala's web portal provides news, search, powered by Google search, and email, among other things. As of January 2022, Alexa rankings put it in the top 9 sites by traffic originating in Israel. Its online news outlet Wala, until March 2024, called Wala, from April 2015 to February 2021. Wala News is one of the major Israeli news websites. Now coming to Bezek, by the way, this thing where they watch this internet where I get now from Bezek. Their equipment, they here, their box, they here. So Bezek is an Israeli telecommunications company. Bezek and its subsidiaries offer a range of telecom services, including fixed line, mobile telephony, high-speed internet, transmission, and pay TV. By the way, I don't know whether they pronounce them correct, because we foreigners here, the way we mutilate their names, their Hebrew names, whether na Bezek, whether na Bezek, I don't understand, but na B-E-Z-E-Q. So, brothers and sisters, this is the news. Donald Trump says Benjamin Netanyahu should be pardoned. Personally, if you ask person like me, what they're supposed to do for this case, and for talk say, yes, na true Trump talk, make them forgive this man. Why? Because he don't do waiting some people no for fit do. He don't try. As per say, he no quiet person. As per say, no reputalized person like one of the former presidents of Israel. Now just, say that just bribe. Allegedly. Now just, money transaction here and there, beg talk good about me. Will they make publishing? As long as you know harm person, you know quiet person, you know reputalized person, you know go use the office steal person thing. I beg. Israel court, I beg, make una just pardon this man. At least he don't try. Even though be this man, that's like what he ran for do. At least he don't try. Make una just forgive him. Make una pardon him. According to Bibi, he talks. According to Donald Trump, he talks in a winch hunting. No, witch hunting. So I beg Israel, we beg una, make una forgive Netanyahu. I beg, forgive her. Forgive and forget, according to Donald Trump. I beg. Make I kneel down, beg una. I beg, please. The justice system in Israel, the courts, I beg, suspend, pardon, forgive, and forget our Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu. He has saved Israel from the hands of Iran. At least he deserves that. As long as he no being by person, he no wound anybody, he no enter person house steal something. You now understand. Just forgive him. Thank you very much.